What is going on? YouTube, my Cowboys family. Number 82 is back representing the star for real again. This is not a joke. You know, it's breaking news. What's up, Don Oliver? Welcome. Clutch Dubs. Oh, man, this is just crazy. I had to, stop everything. Stop what you're doing because, hey, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly on this. There's a lot to talk about. We were talking about, Tyler Eifert. That's out. Jeff Swain, free agent. I'm just saying these things are done deals, guys. It's a $5 million contract. 1 year, $5 million coming out of retirement from ESPN. All that great news for fans of that watch football because he was horrible. He had a horrible year. So officially, what's up, Jessica Munoz, Gabriel, Daryl O, what's up, Tobias T. Listen, here's the thing. It solves a couple of problems, all right? I'm going to give you both sides of it. He's old as hell, all right? He's 37 years old. A year off. Of course, he's going to have a full – the good thing is this is a full off season now. He gets to, really work back up to where he was. He's not going to be as good, but he's going to be sure hands. Now, that's the good. That's the good on this, all right? He knows the system. He's going to make things easier for Dak. Kellen Moore probably – had a say in this as well. Keep that in mind. But in the end, he's obviously going to help Dak Prescott and this offense. They're going to make it tight end centric. And again, everything Stephen Jones said about drafting a tight end still can happen. But what you have now is, Jason Witten, and this is the bad thing here. He's regressing anything we could have had with, let's say, Blake Jarwin, if there's anything there. Anything with Dalton Schultz. Now, let's be real, though. It's a one-year deal. So he's there to help them, but to mentor them. That's the good thing here. Mentoring them, getting them, up to speed with things. Maybe after he leaves after 1 year, these other guys will be more ready to take the mantle. You could still draft the guy. I guess you could even go free agency. I don't even think that's as much of an issue because Witten is, again, without Witten, we still would have probably still have gone with Blake Jarwin as our starter. So now you have Jason Witten, the all-time GOAT. He's old, 37 years old, $5 million. I know people get pissed about that. We'll look at more of the specifics of the contract. If it's just straight up $5 million, so be it. I think he's there more almost, I don't want to say coach, but listen, the broadcast thing didn't work out for him. Poor old man. Didn't work out for him. He's ended his stint as a broadcaster for now, probably forever. And he's probably maybe even be a coach in the future. But my point is that right now he wants to still be that. He's going to be like a Sean Lee now. So again, $5 million. He said in his statement, the fire inside of me is to compete and play in this game. It's just burning too strong. This team has a great group of rising young stars, and I want to help them make a run at a championship. This was completely my decision, and I am very comfortable with it. That's Jason Witten. That's a quote. And so this little video now, guys, hit that like and sub it up if you haven't already to my Cowboys family. We're going to talk a lot more about this right now, all right? So what I want you guys to do here, it's a little podcast style, so you're not going to see my face. I'm in a location where it's not going to really let me do that, but I want you guys to make sure you guys hit that notification bell because we're going to go live here shortly, if not within minutes. Try to go live again in a more, podcast style. We're going to talk like a radio kind of show here, and maybe bring in a few guests. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. We'll see. Now we got our tight end. If you want to call this tight end situation resolved, not sure if you want to call it that, but he wants to win a championship. We are close to one. You can see this. Tight end is a position of need. We've all kind of agreed to this. Let me rephrase that. It's a position of want that we could upgrade in, but not a position of necessarily a need. Well, now we got Jason Witten to add along. It's almost like getting Tyler Eifert. In my mind, you're getting Jason Witten for $5 million. You're getting Tyler Eifert for 6 or 4. You got Witten. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be out there playing. All right, he's not going to be hurt. He's going to be old as hell. But he's going to also find the open spot. So I think it's a good and bad situation. Depends how much you really wanted to work with Schultz, who's just entering his second year. So he's got time. This is only a 1 year delay, so to speak. But then you also have, Blake Jarwin. If Witten can't hack it, if he's too old, he can't get back in it, or, God forbid he gets hurt or something like that, then you have the same lineup we would have had anyways. That's my point I'm trying to make. The Cowboys, obviously, we're thinking about Tyler Eifert. They did some research. Obviously, it seems they didn't like that. They saw, with this whole thing with Randy Gregory, maybe they're saying they got to restructure their thought process about the draft. When you put all these things and you add them up, it means we got to concentrate on getting a defensive lineman, probably defensive end, edge rusher in the draft with the second round pick, and the 58th overall, and then gotta get a stopgap. We have a linebacker. It's old. He's gonna be in there. He's gonna restructure his contract, Sean Lee. But now we need a stopgap at tight end in case Jarwin's not the guy, or we get into a situation. Certain situations in the playoffs, you're gonna want someone like a Jason Witten, guys. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is he worth $5 million for those intangible situations? I think so. I think he's the kind of leader we need there, even if it's overpaying a little bit, even if it is for 1 year, even if it is delaying Blake Jarwin's and I stress possible, abilities, so to speak. Blake Jarwin, he has the possibility, he has the potential, but we don't really know, right? We had one good game, really. Let's be real. And then you have, Dalton Schultz, who's still working on his his second. He's just a rookie, basically. He's still in his rookie year, technically. So, he'll be entering his second year. So, all in all, guys, listen. Brian Bradford saying it's only $3.5 million for a year. I'm saying it's $5 million, but I think that's with incentives and other things. I think the whole thing is, they said $5 million, not 3 point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing, Brian Bradford. It's $5 million is what I'm hearing. Either way, 5 or 3 or whatever it is, it's a done deal. All right. And Cowboy Nation, we got to understand that. I'm going to plan on going live a little better here, a podcast style, in a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most. So make sure you guys hang on. We'll talk more about this. Maybe even have a couple guests on. I want to hear your voices, and then we'll keep going, guys. Done deal, guys. Witten is now, it's official, guys. Jason Witten is back to being representing that beautiful star that we all love, guys. So, hey, listen. Hey, Tobias, I get you. I understand. I understand the reasons why you'd want Tyler Eifert. I understand it. He gets you 5 games. He plays like a middle-aged, like a middle of his career, Jason Witten, which is pretty good, right? But he gets you 5 games, right? And even though the payments might be staggered out in a way where he wouldn't get the full amount of his contract, Witten is a more reliable guy, week by week by week by week, out there in the field. If you game plan with him right, which is why I think Kellen Moore, maybe even Garrett, maybe they had an influence on this. Maybe Lenahan gone is another reason why Witten came back. Think about these things. Let it mull over, guys, before we get to the stream. What's up, Justin Quarles and the rest of you guys? Cowboy Crunk. Leadership, as I said, is back. We'll see what happens, guys. Ganja Man in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, Dez, again, Lenahan gone helps the situation, I think, for someone like a Jason Witten. The frustration was there with the play calling when he was there 2 years ago. He saw it. He spoke about it on Monday Night Football, even though he was a crappy announcer, hence why he left. But let's see what happens, guys. Look, in the end, can't change things, right? Cowboys made the choices. We got 82 back on there. The GOAT Hall of Famer. He's not what he used to be. He's 37 years old, getting paid about $5 million. Maybe 3.5 with a possibility to get to $5 million. Either way, we're going to talk more about this in a moment over on my other podcast setup here, guys, in this location. And then I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to talk more, read your chats, and we'll rock it out, guys. Again, never a fucking dull moment when it comes to our Dallas Cowboys, huh? Them Cowboys, right? It's always something. It never ends, man. It's not Gregory and Irvin and Witten and what the flying fleet. I mean, I can't. I just, it's crazy, guys. But hey, you know what? At least slowly they're trying to get pieces filled, whether it's the right way or the wrong way. It's not the. It doesn't seem like it's the busting us for the future kind of way, where it's going to break us in long term. And we don't want that. We don't want that again. So this is a 1 year, win, lose, or draw. We have the money to spend on him. We're going to talk about tonight. We're going to do like a podcast style. And we're going to obviously talk about this. But we want to talk about specifically more how we can still sign some good free agents and keep most of our Cowboy players right now, whether by extension or if they become free agents and keep them on the team. There's a lot of ways of doing that. Earl Thomas, March 13th. Maybe happens. I think things are happening. I think the Cowboys are going to fill all those spots that we need filled, piece by piece by piece by piece. You're going to see them filling them wherever they think best. Draft, free agency, pulling old players out of retirement, whatever it has to happen, I guess, right? Whatever it takes for number 6, and whatever it takes, guys, because that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything, guys. Join us for I'm going to put a podcast up here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure you got you like the stream, you subbed up to the channel, and hit the notification bell. You also follow us on Twitter and jump in our Discord. Much love to everybody in the house. I see Ori. I see Nodak. I see Beetlejuice, Justin Quarles, Caballero, Tracy Banks, Michael Lucas, SoCal, Brian SoCal in the house, Hector Vega in the house, Cowboy Crunk. Sub it up to him. Ganja Man, all you guys. Boomer Sooner, Frankie Frank, and I can't go back. Tobias. Much love to everybody in the house right now. Man, Cowboy Nation coming out here. Tasha Smith. I saw Jessica Munoz. Of course, fiance. Always watching. Much love to all you guys. Peace out. I'm coming right back here with the podcast. Vocal. We might have a couple special guests. Stay tuned for that. Much love to everybody. Hit that like. Sub it up. We got our tight end situations currently kind of bottled up for a year. All right. And we'll go from there, guys. Love you guys too, Nick. Cowboy Crunk. All you guys. Much love. And never forget what it's all about right here in my Cowboys family now and forever. Go Cowboys, baby! We're going to talk some Witten news right now in podcast style. About 10 minutes, right? Right here on MCF. Much love. Peace out.